for that changeup, but got a piece of it. Let's get the slider.
Just off the outside part of the plate.
Good pitch.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Out with the sinker.
And he steps off.
One on fastball.
And here it comes. Cut out and miss, struck him out. And one gone. Danny Jansen to hit here. That's in there. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
That one missed.
Inside.
Next pitch downstairs. 2-1.
Sinker away. Maybe we get him to ground out here. We need to go slider.
One down, base is empty.
I
That
hate
one
throwing
is absolutely
sliders.
belted. Bouchard raging back towards the wall. And that one is off the wall.
I hate throwing
And he starts his
sliders.
afternoon off right with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall,
I hate throwing
you
sliders against opposite-handed hitters.
You have to be happy with that result.
They always seem to either get hung like that or they beam the guy if you don't hit the meter. So I
One out,
try to avoid
runner
it.
at second. Morel digs
But
in now.
based on that pitch sequence, I thought slider was a good call.
And first offering is fouled off.
Very early on fastball.
Right through there for a strike.
I think we need to change it to see if he's still early.
Next offering misses, and the count is 1-2. Jansen, the runner at second with one away. And he grounds one back up the middle. Slings to first in time. So digging in, Jose Caballero. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right there.
Up the middle. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. You got that front
Controlled
foot down,
damage.
and
Don't let it get out of hand.
Mission was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Johnny DeLuca in the box now. No balls and a strike. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball.
You got a killer jump on that. I was not even paying attention to him.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Next offering is fouled back. Missed with a changeup. It's 2-2. Two outs.
I don't like this call, but I didn't want to
That's
step
off
off.
the mark, and that's ball 3.
So change up on a full count pitch. Hits meter.
Pulls
Nice
the swing
pitch.
with the changeup, struck him out. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Welcome back. Here's a look at this team's early season projection.
Those aren't the most stellar numbers to be leading the team.
And that one fouled off.
I am so far ahead of these off-speed pitches that are down the middle.
The next pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Oh, God
and
damn.
Now 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
We'll fight that off. That's a good pitch.
Here as he fouls it away. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Committed to that breaking ball
That
just a little too much.
That was really close.
Bat back in time.
Damn it.
You know, once you get it going, it can be so tough to stop the momentum of that barrel. Good pitch, had him fooled.
Oh my
Bryant
goodness, that was
swings
so
through
late.
that one as he comes to the plate for the 2nd time today.
I was not ready for that. All right, let's go.
One down, base is empty. In the dirt, and the count 1 and 2. And there's a ball.
Good eye.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Lifted in the air, left field,
Yeah,
pretty well struck.
under that just a little bit.
And he makes the catch. That's out number 2.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Ezekiel Tovar. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. The shortstop takes the ball. 2 outs, base is empty. Yeah, that's fouled off. Way out front for strike 2.
So far ahead of
And
these.
he
All right,
really sells
sit
the
back.
changeup with that arm action.
And down on
I
strikes.
was ahead on that one as well.
Now 5
God damn.
strikeouts for him on the mound.
I knew it was coming.
And we're back. Now it's the shortstop,
All right.
Sung Kim.
Quick inning. Let's go. Let's start with the changeup at the knees. See if we can do a ground ball out.
In there at the knees.
Gotta swing the bat, though,
1-1.
Well, Kim is one of those players that it's just hard to take your eyes off of him, and not many players in the 2023 World Baseball Classic had more fun than he did. He hit a grand slam in a win against China, and earlier in the tournament had a 2-homer game. Delivered some special moments for Korea.
Swung on,
That
belted.
hung bad.
And that gets down into the gap. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got a leadoff double.
I missed that meter so bad. I'm lucky that wasn't a home run.
Nicely done to beat the odds. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
All right.
That's down and in.
I know Kyle's not a big
Runner in
strikeout
scoring
guy, but
position,
we could
nobody out
really
here
use him
on
right here.
Opening day. The 1-1 is fouled off.
God, I'm missing this meter right now. When I do, the ball is just sitting on a platter for him. I'll
Man
double
at
up on the
second.
slider.
And now the count is even.
All right. Let's go fastball high and in.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Fuck. Change up.
Towards first. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And now runners at the corners. Nobody out. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Quick recovery from the misplay pays off for the out. Yandy Diaz next to hit for the Rays.
Get the strikeout.
He's
That's
0
right.
for 1.
Got an out.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Nope, that one a little bit high. 1-1.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended, which you have to be careful
that
of.
was a good pitch. Where's that?
That's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Line drive. He's got it. There's 2 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything
for that
right.
kind of bout
but in this
right there.
game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Caminero batting for the second time, and that's strike 1.
Oh, I'm going to try a sinker.
And a base hit knocks in a run.
And did what I wanted to do, but found a hole.
He just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Doyle makes the grab, and that is.
I thought we were going to get out of it,
but the RBI single pushes across.
It's all right. We still got the lead. We need more runs. We need more hits.
Ball game. You're watching Major League. Back now in Tampa Bay, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Ryan McMahon. Check swing, and he went 0-1. McMahon,
guy's killing me with the off-speed
6 feet
stuff.
2 inches, 30 years old now, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
What am I doing? Oh, God.
Get his arms extended.
That might have been a strike. I thought that was like 5-3.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch.
Get back enough to foul it off. I was so far ahead of that.
So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence,
I think
he hadn't seen that
swung before I dropped my
How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. Right. You never want to take a called 3rd strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
And a base hit right there.
Yep.
So they get a man aboard with a 1-out
Farmer with
single.
2 or 3 hits.
Everything came together for him. These days, when you see a ball come off the bat like that, I mean, the first thing you want to know as a spectator, what was the exit velocity? 109 in this case.
Yeah,
I mean, that's just impressive. And it's so cool we can get that sort of feedback so instantly in today's game.
Fought off foul. Inside. And it's 1-2. Double-barreled action in the bullpen.
Might be his
Kevin
last
Kelly
inning.
Up and throwing. Clevenger warming up as well.
Oh, my goodness. That was terrible, Kyle.
Nick Martini will hit.
7
he reached out to walk
strikeouts.
his first time.
We've had 11 outs total, so 7 of the 11 outs.
And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
Way ahead of that.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Yeah.
Evidently not too impressed with that call, and it feels like he got squeezed on the outside
it was
corner.
pretty
so
close.
He's making his case. You got to be careful to pick your spots in terms of showing your frustration with the umpire, and he felt this was his time.
Farmer leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Pitch misses. Now 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boo.
Seemed like a strike as well.
Alive, puts a runner into scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
Shane Baz on to pitch out of the pen here.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm.
Normal stuff.
Coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
In the dirt.
0-1's the count.
And that one is inside, ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Football team.
Cut on and lifted in the air.
I don't think that's going to drop.
Thought
I had a chance for a second,
but that's the 3rd out. Well, they strand a pair. Back here
So
at
3
Tropicana
hits,
Field,
2 home
ready
runs,
to go for the last half of the inning.
single,
Now up for
3
Tampa
walks.
Bay, Danny Jansen. And there's a strike.
Well, these Rays doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
That missed by a lot. Yeah, the count 1-2.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set him up to do more damage later in this game.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Christopher Morel. That's off the inside corner, and that is ball 1. Rays down by a run. Strike 1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And a foul ball.
Yeah, let's not do that pitch again. Let's try again with the breaking ball. This has not been producing. Swing and misses.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Fastball high in.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field.
Got a fly out here.
And there are 2 outs.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
That's the 3rd out.
That's a quick inning. Appreciate that. Let's get some runs
here. They're down 3-2. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Guardians 79 win projection, huh?
And he grounds one to the right side, and that's just foul. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. And 1-2.
2 strikes.
Swings through that one.
That was probably low. That's late. Very indecisive on that swing.
Getting ahead in the count, and as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
They got it for out number 2. 2 down, bases empty. Here's Bryant now. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a miss.
Wow,
1-1.
that's
Threw that fastball
very
right
indecisive
by
as
him,
well. I
slightly
was closer to a strike
elevated.
than I thought,
That's
though,
a
but still
confidence
high.
boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Way out ahead of that one.
Two down, nobody on.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's outside.
Strike out.
2 down, nobody on. Here on opening day. Hacks and misses. It's a
I lost
strikeout.
my eye line right as
Three up,
that
3
ball
down for him
was
there.
being
Home
released.
half of the 5th coming up. It's the Rockies. Freeland back to work. Out front, rip foul.
Ball inside.
Was close. Change up.
And a count 1-2.
Ooh, I'm probably gonna regret this, but let's try back door.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Makes the catch for the out. Here's the Rays leadoff hitter, Ha-Sung Kim. 1 for 2. On the ground. On the run, sends it over to first.
Oh.
Nicely done for the out.
Whew, that made me nervous.
Richie Palacios next to hit for the Rays. That pitch gets the inside corner. It's 0-1. So it was bumpy in the early going for the lefty, but he settled into a really nice groove. And that one upstairs, ball 1. It's at 1-2. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Down in order, go the Rays. They trail it 3-2. The batter will be the shortstop, Ezequiel Tovar. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond.
Oh,
and still
man, I'm
get
off.
a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
2 strikes.
Next offering is down low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a great pitch for pitchers to finish hitters off. They're trying to stay back with 2 strikes, make sure that they can handle something off speed, and just with good spin rate, good rotation through the zone, elevate it a little bit, get a lot of swings and misses, and that's a really nice job right there.
McMahon at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there.
I am way ahead of all of these.
Next pitch is outside, and the count is 1-1. Just missed.
Ball 2. That's ball 3.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boo.
Next is the designated
There's
hitter,
4 walks.
Kyle Farmer, and he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A 2-run shot in the second inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
And there's a foul ball.
Goodness.
And that one ripped to left, and it goes.
2 fucking hangers.
In the dirt, but kept close.